Welcome back for another episode of Favela to Folklore. Today we play the last group stage game of the Copa Libertadores. Importantly, we have already qualified. If we have a quick look at the group. Group H, we are through. Us and Miliatos FC have qualified already. We're playing each other today. So there isn't much at stake except pride. So we will play the game today. As you can also see, we are second in the league right now. We have been away for a period. Since we were last here, we have played a lot of games. We won 2-0 against Fortaleza before beating Flamengo 2-1. ATM 2-0. Gremio 2-0. Before we had a little bit of a slump, we drew before beating Caracas 6-1 at home in the Copa Libertadores. We drew with Palmeiras 0-0 before beating ATP with two very late goals. Angelo scored the equaliser, and then our main man now, Alfredo Martinez, scored a late winner. We then have beat Sao Paulo 3-0 at home recently before winning 7-0 to Penarol. In this game, Leonardo scored 4 goals. It was an absolute whitewash. It was embarrassing. We then lost 2 in a row. We lost to Corinthians and Bahia before drawing against Fluminense 2-2. We then beat Ceará 3-0 before beating Cruzeiro 2-0. And then today we are here. We are going to play the last game. It will be very, very nice to close the group as winners. Today we are going to start with our strongest lineup. Mendes is on the bench because he's not fully fit. And we have Marcos Leonardo is also not fully fit, so he won't be playing today. Fernandez is on the bench, he's not fully fit. So there are a few players who are being rested, but it isn't because they're injured, they are just purely being rested. We'll bring Camacho in for Baleari, and we'll play the game. Nathan is also suspended for this game. So he's suspended, but it's good to get it out of the way. At least he will be available for the knockout stage of this tournament. We are well on the way to knockout football in the Copa Libertadores. That is why we're here, to play attacking, exciting football and to become the kings of South America. We kick off with Oro Jr. running down the wing to Angelo. To Oro Jr. Ooh, early shout for a penalty. Started very strong as they break away with the ball. The team we're playing today have easily been the second best team in the group. As we have an early injury. We are going to bring on Pablo Neres for Angelo. That's quite disappointing, as I enjoy watching Angelo play. He's blatantly one of the best players in this team, still at a very young age. We've had some very good wins just recently. The win against Penarol was just unbelievable, winning 7-0 in such an important game. We needed to win to cement being top of the group. All as Martinez runs through, but the referee is checking. We have a goal review and it's disallowed. I'd love to check that one again. Charles played the ball over. Oh, and that's very close. But a very good finish from Martinez. He's really come into his own this season. Become one of our best players. And when Marcos Leonardo doesn't play, it's not really that noticeable at times now. In the first season, if Leonardo didn't play, we really missed him. It was a huge difference in quality. As we are let off the hook, Millonarios are playing really well in this first half. They've got the majority of the possession, majority of the shots. We are skating on thin ice. Ruiz to Jonathan. Pirani, what a save by the goalkeeper. Very well played, good build-up. The stands are full today. There's a huge crowd watching, a bit different to the last game we watched where Caracas had literally no fans in the ground, just empty seats everywhere. Jonathan runs through and blazes it into the crowd. A good even first half so far. As they spray the ball down the wing and then cross it, what a save by João Paulo. He has been watched by the Brazilian national coach recently, so hopefully he could get a call up for the international team. Camacho runs through and another fantastic save by their goalkeeper, who has kept them in it really. He's made a few good saves now as Martinez heads over the bar. We have a few players who are quite tired, so we will be looking to make substitutes in the second half. Oro Jr. will definitely be making way alongside Pirani. Pirani has been a bit of a disappointment this season. He's come back to the club after a loan and he was labelled as a wonder kid. He hasn't really done much to merit that label. He's a good solid player, but he just hasn't moved on to the next level yet. He's still quite young, he might get better. Luis Felipe to Buerman. Charles picks the ball up. Jonathan runs forward to Priani. Oh, and another save by the goalkeeper. Very impressive performance so far by Montero in goal for Millonarios. As the half-time whistle blows, a very even game shots wise, but possession wise they're all over us. We will start the second half how we started the first, and we will just see how it goes. I think 5 minutes in I'm going to look to make changes nice and early, give a few players a break because obviously there's not much at stake with this game. Oh, as Martinez pulls it past the post. Very good potential assist by Neres, who hasn't had much game time this season. And Pirani is going to be pulled. We're going to bring on Carabajal. Very calm defending by the Santos team, passing it short, keeping the ball just how we like to see it. We are going to bring on Lucas Perez at right back. It's a position he can't play, but he's a very versatile player. I don't think he'll miss a beat in that position. Oh, I say that as they score. Good goal. Great free kick whipped into the box. Put a lot of pressure on our team. They hit the bar and then they followed up with a rebound. Bit suspect goalkeeping. Wasn't the best goalkeeping, to be fair. But there's not much at stake here, so it's not too bad. Another cross which has caused issues. Carabajal hits it long. We're not really producing much today. It's been quite a quiet game in the final third for us. We haven't produced many chances whatsoever. We haven't kept the ball well either, with 41% possession. Their XG is a lot higher than ours at 195. Ours is at 0.89. We're just not stringing passes together. We're not keeping the ball. It's not an impressive performance, really. Quite surprisingly, at 1-0 down, we still top the group. I'm not sure if this will give us an easier and more advantageous draw for the next round. Will we? Oh, as Carabajal equalises, or has he? We've got another review. Another goal review, the second of the game, and the goal has been disallowed again. Wow. Oh, and it was Perez who was offside. Fantastic ball across the box for Carabajal to knock in. Just slightly offside. As it looks like this game is going to be wrapped up at 1-0. I mean, I'm fairly happy if we can top the group after losing 1-0. It's no issue at all. I'm very happy with that. We'll have to have a nose quickly. I'm proud of your efforts. There's a few players who didn't play today who would have normally played, like Nathan was missing. So we win the group with 16 goal difference. Very, very good performances throughout the group. And we have got Corinthians in the second round of the Copa Libertadores. And it'll be a two-tied game. Wow, so we play a Brazilian team in the second round. We will look for the quarterfinal. We will play Int, who are also in our league, or Boca Juniors. Wow, so that could be an interesting tie if we come up against Boca Juniors. And then in the semi-final, if we qualified, we could play Palmeiras, ATM, Club Libertad, who are Paraguayan, or Club Emelec, who are Ecuadorian. So very interesting that they do the draw for the second round, quarterfinals and semi-finals all at the same time. I'm not quite sure about the concept behind that, but we will go with it. Let's have a look how this changes our schedule. So, yeah, we lost against Milionares 1-0. We then have a league game, 2 Brazilian Cup games, which I will play the youth team for. Then we have a game on the 16th, a league game followed by a game on the 19th, Copa Libertadores. So I'm going to rest the players for the Botafogo game and the Juventude game. There's so many games. It's just so hard to balance playing your best players but also not tiring them out too much. That's why Marcos Leonardo missed this game, Sandri missed this game, Fernandez, Nathan. I just wanted to rest the players a little bit. So what we'll do, we will come back for the first leg of the Copa Libertadores second round. The excitement is brewing. We are in the knockout stages. Thank you for watching today, guys. If you could like the video, subscribe to my channel and comment below. Do you think we will beat Corinthians? It's a simple answer. Yes.